Welcome back, guys, to another NBA player comparison on who will have the better 2017-2018 season. Today, we are talking about James Harden, the beard, going up against Jimmy, get some buckets, Butler. It's going to be a very interesting Western Conference because the shooting guards this year, Klay Thompson, CJ McCollum, James Harden, Jimmy Butler. They won't all make the All-Star team. They're all very good. So let's dive into who I believe will have the better season. Jimmy Buckets is a very unique player. He has literally worked his way up to stardom as he was selected number 30th by the Bulls in the 2011 NBA draft. He is known to be a tough guy to work with, and it's not because he's a bad guy, but because he expects his teammates to work as hard as he does. Check out what he had to say to Vice in an interview. Quote, "I think it's wrong for me to think that people want what I want, because in reality, they don't. Some people are okay with getting drafted. Some people are okay with playing 2 years in the league, 4 years in the league, 6 years in the league. Some people are okay with just scoring a basket in an NBA game. I'm not okay with any of that. I'm not satisfied until I win a championship. I want everybody to work the way that I work, and it's wrong for me to think like that because people don't do it. But in my mind, I'm just like, why? Why don't you want to chase greatness the way that I do?" That's the type of guy that I want on my team. He's a two-way player that can affect the game on both ends of the floor, and also it gives you a guy who likes to take the last shot, which is key for any team in a close game, and Minnesota has been in plenty of those games last season. He is a top 15 player in this league, and I expect him to help the T-Wolves take the next step and make the playoffs. Now, entering the 7th season with the fresh start in Minnesota, he has the experience to teach Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, what it means to be a solidified star in this league, and how to sustain that success. Anytime you get selected that high in the draft, teams don't expect you to be a star, but if you do, that simply shows the passion and work ethic you have for your craft. He has improved every single season. He went from 2.6 points a game to 8.6 to 13.1 to 20 a night to 20.9, and last season he finished with 23.9 a game, 5.5 assists, and 6.2 rebounds. That's an efficient season, guys. That's why I believe he will help the T-Wolves take that next step. Let's move on to James Harden. The beard feels he has been deprived of the MVP award twice, and I can see why. His game has evolved into one of the most unique games we have ever seen offensively. His defense, though, is not the best, and actually one of the worst in the NBA. But he says it's because his team needs him on the offensive end to not just score, but to get everyone involved. I agree with that, but it's still not an excuse to get lost the way he does at times. He is more than capable of playing defense, but he chooses not to, and I'm not okay with that. Hopefully, playing alongside Chris Paul, his defensive tenacity can rub off on James, and he can have an improved defensive season. But other than his defense being awful, his offensive versatility is special, and will continue to improve, especially playing alongside another great guard in Chris Paul. But who will have the better 2017-2018 season between James Harden and Jimmy Butler? I'm going to go with the beard. He's going to have a very similar season like last year's, but help his team get a top 3 seed, which is why I'll give him the nod over Jimmy. I believe Butler will average 22 a night, but bring it defensively every single night and help the Wolves finish in the top 5 of a loaded Western Conference. There it is, guys. Let me know if you agree or disagree with my opinion. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow NBA fans, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.